Hello and welcome back everyone to us closing book 1. Today we will be taking on the epilogue, and as you can see, since we have defeated the boss, we have now unlocked the Bacon Orb in the Orb Saga main page, as it were. And thanks so much, Bishop. Thanks so much for your kind words in the chat. So, let's go to Squeal and then the epilogue. Cicero, I think this is the last one, Jaina. Oh, finally. I'm actually kind of surprised that returning the orbs was so easy. I wouldn't be too surprised. Really? Why not? The bunch of angry elementals behind you. And now we have to kill 8 more. Yes! We just finished saving the world, everyone! Let's fight some minor elementals. Because those are a threat. Yes, they are actually. Also, no problem. I only wish I could get my day done early and watch instead of just listen. To be honest, for me it doesn't really matter that much because it's still awesome that even just one person would wish to listen to me ramble on about this. Never mind the fact that I'm getting some more regular viewers now, so it's amazing either way. And yes, I did this with the Dragon Rogue class because it got an update so that while the mana cost is still ridiculous, apparently the other effects are now a bit improved, so I thought I would use it for one mission and then go over to the Death Knight again, so that we can show off so that I can show off just what the new look is that got released this week. And though this is the new and improved Dragon Rogue, it still has the same old tactic of just using Final to kill everything quickly. Unfortunately, that doesn't work on the second, but what can you do? Oh, this one is for some weird reason unleveled. Okay, I'm going to take a clip of this, and okay, 18 minutes in about, and I'm going to send that to bug reports because that's an actual bug, I think, or just one thing they forgot to update when they did the last update. And that were all of them. Enough! Who is that? Squeal's the best dragon ever. The Bacon Dragon. Of course it is. Do you have any idea how much trouble you could have caused? We had no choice. We needed 8 orbs to fight against the ultimate orb that Butcher made. So, it was your idea? Nope, mine. Then I'm going to have you for breakfast, puny green man. As appealing as that idea is... Ooh, bananas! I can't let you do that. Yes, we're fighting another dragon to save Cicero. Dear God, what is our life to? Or rather, more accurately, dear avatars, what is our lives come to? And we deal fire damage, because of course we do. Or no, we deal bacon damage. Same resistance, so doesn't really matter anyway. Squeal. S-K-W-E-E-L. The name of the bacon dragon. And also the sound that, you know, Cicero makes when he finds out about the bacon dragon. Because of course Cicero would do that. Plus 35 to crit. I'm pretty certain that this is one dragon that you can't actually recreate. At least not in... looks like there are a couple you can recreate in basic looks, but that have special colors that you can't recreate. This one I think you just flat out can't. Let's regenerate some mana and stall a turn, basically. I still want a dragon in fight, but for that, dragon needs to become a viable class, or dragon rider rather, because it has set health. It kind of limits the options that anyone can do. And yes, this was also one of the reasons why I took Dragon Rogue instead of, you know, Death Knight. And we got Bacon Bits. So yeah, we now have everything. From book 1, main story. Because there is still a lot of side story. So, now that we... Oh wait, actually, let's read the epilogue first. In music. Ah, what happened to you, dear flying fort of doom, and the lost guardian tower in the Badlands, all destroyed? Ah dear, the consequences will be felt for a long time. No! It's all useless garbage. Ah! There must be something here. Ah! Wait. The light is killing all darkness. That was Zen discovering that light amplifies into fire. Now what's Kasov up to? Paying his last respects. And what happened to Draconon? Or Conan? I didn't think I'd feel the sun again. The darkness is finally past. Thank the Avatars. How did everyone make it through? Well enough. Those that sought shelter here have started to go back to their towns. The mages are resting now. Channeling that light shield took an enormous amount of power. And what is happening to Warlick? Because he couldn't channel an enormous amount of power. What's with the cracked orb and the portal? Let's read further in Book 2, Elemental Dissonance. Book 1 Epilogue. The Orb Saga has ended. What's next? Well, for us, what's next is trying out the Death Knight class, and then looking at the new customization option that got added this week, because it is the one of two rather that we can actually find or look at. Because this week's update added two new catalysts that you can buy from the Book of Lore. Now they are here on the reimagined place, and the design notes for this week. However, it will also be here in the Boosts tab, next to X Boosts and house utility items such as the green screen mirror, the armor portal statue, and the storybook collection, both of which incredibly important. But the catalysts for this week, the Consuming Adept catalyst, which creates unlocks a otherworldly customization for the Cthulhu Adept armor. What would have the armor that states what would have happened if the hero had fallen to Cthulhu's manipulations. The other one is from the True Mortal saga and shows exactly what a spectral Death Knight looks like. It looks awesome. Unfortunately, it's already tainted by being from the True Mortal saga. I'm not going to buy the catalyst because, to be honest, I don't much care for it, and I've already bought it on my other account where I have bought everything. So let's see just what has unlocked now. We have Docks Fishing and Draco Lake Fishing. So that's already one change in all this. We also can now go to a certain area over in the over near the Sand Sea, the Anomaly, which is where Book 2 will take place. However, before we do all of that, let us do some side stories we missed. And let's do them according to where on the timeline they are. We can go to Oaklore Keep, the get to level 3 place, because we have not done Serrano's questline. Greetings, Jaina, and welcome again to Oaklore Keep. Rest a bit, I'm sure your travels have tired you, and I have a proposition for you. I'm sure that with your help, I will learn just what I need to become a hero and catch the king's attention. Let's do the quest. Nose for trouble. A monster has been terrorizing the townspeople who supply the keep with food. Captain Rodith is planning on sending out knights to take care of the creature. I know if we take care of it, it'll bring me to his attention. What do you say? Are you up for helping me? Now, we are walking Serrano through getting the attention of exactly everyone. Let me first, though, load my armor and equip everything that I don't already have saved, because apparently I forget to do things like that way too often. Let's save this and let's dreadblade this up, shall we? What can Serrano do? He can do swordplay. 200% crit. Or, well, 200 crit. 100% crit. Yeah. Let's just hit the bird. Yeah, let's just obliterate it. Followed by Serrano doing a bit of damage. 5 to 26 base damage. He actually has decent damage for a level 3 character, I mean. Well, if he hits high enough. So then, let's see exactly what sort of trouble, what sort of creature is causing trouble that we, or rather Serrano, would need to interfere with. Unholy shadows, strike at my foe. Okay, that was really edgy. I just wanted to say that, to be honest. And with this, we heal up a bit again. And Unholy Shadows. And Mr. Poofles will take care of the last one. I still really like this rework. It really makes this class shine, to be honest. So for now it's all been just simple wildlife. A few tuskmongers, a panther and a few ravens, maybe a wolf here or there. What exactly is causing this trouble then? Because this shouldn't be a challenge even for the play troop that calls themselves the Knight of the Pectagonal Table. Though if I'm not careful it might cause some trouble for me. Because I am almost out of water. Mana. And HP too, of course, but that's not unusual when you're a Death Knight. Luckily, we are at a healing spot. Let's just hope that I don't get knocked out. You found a magical bush. You feel refreshed. A hidden slow healing pad, because of course we need that. And my mana is refilled. Don't much care for my endurance, because every single skill I do takes off 5% of my max HP. Which, while making my skills way stronger, is also kind of annoying. And now it's not even hidden anymore. By it, by the way, I mean the hidden healing pad. To be honest, I think that Serrano's normal attack deals more damage on average than his critical attack, because it hits twice. And into a dark cave we go. Let's go spelunking for our answers, shall we? Or maybe just the fact that we're finding all these things in the cave is enough of a hint as to what exactly there is going on. Or rather, that it's dangerous. Because boots are usually made for walking, not for being discarded before battle. Pop-up text, especially early book 1 pop-up text, is quite hilarious at times. Why exactly did I do something that retarded? Oh well, it's not as though I never click on the wrong skill anyway. I do it quite a bit too often, I'll be honest. Mr. Poofus at least hasn't failed me yet. And I have been defeated on this quest. Well then, Serrano, shows you that even people who have saved the world can still be knocked out by a lucky hit. Especially if they are not paying attention to what exactly the state of their health is. Because I, to be honest, had completely forgotten about the fact that my health was one hit away from death. I'm usually a bit more cautious about that. Usually. Oh yes, also thanks to Mephisto MD91 for subscribing to... not for subscribing, for following. That's the word. Spending too much time watching YouTube lately. Yeah, to be honest, I think that his Serrano's base attack always deals more damage than Serrano's critical attack. Alas, poor adventurer, he knew not what he faced. Neither do we, but... There it is, and it's asleep. Let's go. I've got my war cry all figured out. Shh, you don't just charge in screaming. That's how you get killed, or immortalized and turned into a tired joke. Good point. I will practice stealth. Like the ninjas, I will become one with the air, with the shadows, with the cave itself. So long as you don't become one with that pile over there. It smells. You're achoo! Excuse me. Oops. we have a gargoyle that's moving. Quite strangely, to be honest. Let's take it out. And for once, I'm quite happy that I don't yet have access to the weapon of choice I would usually go with, because I haven't yet upgraded the Twin Blades of Doom, and the Death Knight artifacts also deal darkness damage, which wouldn't be the best for this particular monster. No, it would not indeed. Let's see, a garb. Right or steel? Why not both? Let's first steal some stats. And then do a dark ride. We already got a 50% increase in damage, so that's quite nice. Let's cut him to his very soul. Oh well, it rather, being an animated, very animated statue after all. Then obliterate our target. And then at the very end of this chain we can use... I should have done resistance first, because a -20 to all resist, I think it is. A -30, excuse me, that's an impressive number. A -30 to all resist is quite nice. That was exhilarating. Training was never like this. I dodged, I weave, I struck, let me do all the work. If Serrano's nose grew any longer, he'll poke the monsters awake before they even see him coming. And we got the Chain of Clarity, found in the Gargoyle Cavern. When you wipe off the crystal dangling at the end of the chain, it begins to shine brightly, aiding in your fishing. Let's then do Major Mayhem. I didn't get to tell you how impressed the patrol leader was when I told him about slaying the gargoyle. He says if I bond like that, he'll make sure to speak to Captain Rowlith about me. I know that with your help and teaching, I will surely become one of the most... Ah, damn it, why did I choose this hair? Let me just quickly make the helmet visible. One of the most heroic knights ever. And now there's another chance to stand out. One of the women who works in the kitchen sent her daughter out to pick mushrooms yesterday. I'll stand out, and the little girl is saved. It's a win-win. Will you help me hunt? One of the stable boys said they saw her go off into the deep woods. And now we can hide this hideous helmet again. And Doomwoods. Yay! Or Deadwoods, rather. Yay! We're fighting the living embodiments of kill it with fire and don't get squirrels thrown at your face. Quite specific, I know, but still. It's a living embodiment of something, and they deal ridiculous amounts of damage. Honestly, what's the world coming to? You can't even go for a normal stroll anymore. Living trees everywhere, glowing eyes. If this is the consequence of saving the world, nah. These were here long before that. But yeah, I'm using this as a break, and at the end of all this, let's talk to Ash. Because he always has interesting stories to tell. Okay, I'm 46. 1846. Showcasing places where there are unleveled creatures. Still. And also this question in general is just a bit long. Just long enough to get annoying, to be honest. And Serrano deals more damage with his main attack than he ever did with his critical attack. Of course he does. Let the unholy shadows speak to the ravens. Ooh. I think we're about to find again one of my favorite healing things in this game. Aw, no, it's not the blood fountains. And yes, blood fountains in this game are where I first found out about them. And as I learn more and more about the Legacy of Kain, I think this might be a reference, unintentional or not. Or it might just be something to do with the fact that this is mainly found in the undead areas, and it's so stereotypical that everyone has done it. Would be fun though if it was a reference. Wrong skill. Whatever. Or rather, wrong presence. And 48. Congratulations, Serrano. You have finally defeated an enemy. It was weakened beforehand, but you have defeated an enemy. It's quite impressive. Serrano the Bergerac the third. I think that's his name at least. I should probably have talked to him before opening his quests. Then at least I would know that. Ooh. And there are dancing mushrooms around the fire, getting ready to sacrifice the little girl we're going to save. Or something. Major General. What? I posted scores of sentries. Surely you couldn't have dodged them all. We saw some with their caps pulled over their eyes, napping. You might want to have work on that. What would you want with a little girl anyways? It's not like you can mold her into one of your mushroom minions. I think I see what you mean about humor. I don't get it. Mold, fungus, your mushroom. Never mind. I guess we'll just, I guess you just have a spore comprehension. But about Benny, what use could you have for a little girl? We saw her breaking out our little cousins. Wouldn't you fight to save your family? Before she could gather too many, we decided to collect her. You know, I can almost sympathize with your reasoning. I bet you're a pretty fun guy when you aren't kidnapping little girls. Okay, so we'll make sure to work on your punning before you get called to court. I am the very model of a true Major General, and I'll teach you that fungi should not be mocked. So you're saying we shouldn't travel with you? Is that it? Now that's better. And we're fighting a Major General. Someone so fearsome, he struck hard fear in the heart of anyone who ever wanted to sing that song ever. Avoidance. Congratulations, Serrano. You did minimum damage on both of your attacks. That's really shit odds. For you mainly, but let's see. This one. Then, oh, nice crit. Nice crit. Dealing 222 damage before the damage resistance was lowered. Now, that's nice. So, inspire weakness on our foe. Then soul cutting. And the soul slash that is 50% more damage than the previous one did. Let's go critical. Especially since we're now in the damage range where even just a single soul slash can kill him. And then Serrano came and left him with 1 HP. We mashed that mushroom without too much trouble. The next time you're sent out to forage Jenny, pick something that can't fight back. How's that for a moral to the story? Jenny is safe and Serrano is slowly learning the art of a hero's humor with your help. And the loot littered around the mushroom camp isn't too shabby either. And we got Mushroom's General's sash. You kept this after defeating the Mushroom Major General in the deep woods near Oaklure Keep. It's soft, has some shiny metal bits, and has made you more able to dodge enemies when you wear it. And +1 crit is always nice. Now then, no place like Oak. I'm sure that with your help, I'll learn just what I need to become a hero and catch the king's attention. Jaina, you've taught me so much these past weeks. It's all about perseverance, keeping cool under pressure, and laughing at danger. But Every hero can use a bit of magical intervention, right? I mean, you've had Warlick and Cicero to help you, and look how well that's turned out. Oh, this Yoxnel, yeah. I've heard of a wizard renowned for his advice. From his towers in the Jadeite ruins, it's said that he'll dispense great wisdom if one is worthy. From the stories I've heard, he's great and pretty powerful too. Surely it couldn't hurt to have him use his weird wizardly ways to tell me my future. And if he has a spare or enchanted weapon or two laying about, accepting those couldn't hurt either. What do you say? Will you join me? Let's go save him from the wizard. Because we're on the yellow bricked road. And yes, everything here is references. Everything here. Always. This is a particular aggressive apple tree. Usually known as a deadwood. On the yellow brick road, just a bit different. But yeah, a Serrano is a apprentice knight under the Knights of the Pactagonal table, who have made a pactagogram, as it's called, their actual table. This is not a pactogram or whatever 5-sided this. This is a Pac-Man. And unfortunately, that becomes relevant at one point. Also, there are a theater troupe who have, hidden the actual knights of Oaklore Keep. Inside there are 66 lockpicking, 66 turn lockpicking minigame door. By the way, that badge is a pain in the ass to grab, and all you get out of it, depending on when you do it, is either that joke explanation or something far, far darker in book 3. Also, what's up with them all attacking my apprentice? Whatever. Aggressive apple trees everywhere. And they all burn the same. Azaracadelia, I've been waiting for you, my pretties. I know. Do you have any idea who this is? Don't you know her? You're the one who's been going around being a hero. Have you killed any Yagas lately? Maybe she wants revenge. How do you expect me to keep track of every antagonist I've taken out? Really now, I'd need a logbook or something. Like the book of lore that you carry around everywhere. Jaina, you've been meddling where you aren't wanted for far too long, and sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Ruining perfectly laid plans just because you think they're evil or going to destroy the world. You've been slaughtering Yagas since you were a young hero, just knee-high to a Sneevel. It's got to stop. Now you're trying to train more of you? Did you even explain the advantages of being bad to your little pactagonal pupil? What would you tempt him with? The inability to bathe? A fear of clean water? You villains are a pretty dirty lot. It's not too late for you, little knight. I could use a captain of the guard. Just think, a command of my soldiers, a snazzy black uniform, the ability to chant rousing and inspirational nonsense songs as you patrol. Well, I do love a good nonsense song, but no, I would never betray the trust. Oh, evil is so bad. Blah blah blah. It feels good. It feels good to help people. Yada yada yada. Well, if you won't take my offer. Nope. Told you so. Heroes are so smug when they think they're right. Fine, I'll get you, Jaina, and your little protege too. You want to battle me? A Death Knight at full health, asked Cordelia. Are you quite sure you're not completely and utterly suicidal? Whatever. Let's start by shielding. And letting Mr. Poofles have his fun. Getting some quantum water on this Yaga. It doesn't even have the Yaga creature type, just the weaknesses. Now then, let's reap our reward, shall we? Ooh, you tried to burn me! Maybe aim the bonfire underneath me instead of about 10 million miles apart. That would help. See? And you can't even properly burn me with it because it deals darkness damage. Honestly, bad guys in this day and age. So disappointing. Really now? Whatever has become of the bad guys I faced in the good old days when they were actual threats instead of just Yagas? You can't even hit my apprentice. Now that I've taken care of that, let's continue along the yellow bricked road. One crow and a boar drake. Of course, it's not just a single crow. Whatever. A boar drake and boar drake. Jaina, talking is not this difficult. A boar drake is not much of a threat. I need to keep watch of my health because I'm fairly certain that I'm 1 or 2 hits away from death. Or defeat, rather. As just happened. Well, that was embarrassing. Let us begin this healing. Heal, heal, heal. And we're done healing. Now then, let's go for round 2, you aggressive apple tree. And that's what being a hero is really about. Not about not getting knocked down, but about getting up one more time than your opponent. And of course, fighting for good and all that jazz. Unfortunately, outside of the cutscenes, where I can make many jokes, this isn't that engaging a storyline. Luckily, at a certain point, you just know that it is about to end. Which is quite honestly the best news I get from these quests. The dialogue is funny at times, but it drags on for quite a while, doesn't it? So now that we're actually nearing the start of the ruins wherein that tower is supposedly located, let's hope that Serrano was right about exactly what sort of wizard this is. Excuse me, Sir Wizard. Doesn't look like anybody's here. Maybe he's off getting his hair and nails done. Look at all this stuff. Stuffed bird on a stick, potion bottles, crystal ball. I wouldn't touch his stuff. Magic does funny things to ordinary objects. Have I ever told you about Cicero's laundry? Is it laundry? Did the curtain just move? What do you think you're doing? I was looking for you. A note from you saying when you'd be back. Why would I? No need to yell when now that I'm right here. Why would I be behind the curtain? I hope you haven't frightened Winky, my gnome. He naps behind that curtain. Where were you? In the back, working on a way for ordinary people to fly without magic or magical creatures. See, the premise is very simple, really. In the back, it's very simple. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's fascinating, honest. But my friend there, your wisdom and worldliness is wonderfulness is widely known. I wanted to ask if you could tell me about my future and what's is in store. I'm afraid I'll never be able to be a real hero and do all the brave and noble things that a hero is supposed to do. A hero is not a hero because he is noble and brave. A hero is a hero because he's famous and people fear what he can do. Just get yourself a skilled public relations minion and you'll be all set. That doesn't sound quite right. Oh my! Oh, do forgive me. I've confused the speech for aspiring villains with the one for idealistic young heroes. You give pep talks to bad guys too? A wizard's got to pay rent too, you know? And villains pay really well when you stroke their egos. Right. I don't think he's really what you're looking for in an advisor, Hanno. Thanks for your help, I guess, Sir Wizard. I think we're going to be going now, though. Are you sure you don't want to stay? I could finish explaining my experiment, and you could take it for a test flight. I'm sure it's ready. Almost. No, that's alright. We really should be getting back to the keep. I'm sure we've been missed by now, and I miss it. The jesting, and the most unstable outhouse in the realm. Really, when you think about it, there's no place like Oakwood. Do you hear something? A sort of whistling sound? And now that you mention it... Ow! Someone just had a house land on them. Well then. Board rakes and apple trees and Yagas, oh my! We got the sterling silver staff. You need never fear being lost in the dark with this staff. The small silver orb contained within the chamber mounted on top will give off enough light to show you your path, no matter how twisted and treacherous. And I think that we'll need to sell some things now. Let's do that then. And we got the bacon bits we can store in the... All of this. Actually, no. When I get to level 40, I won't be using that wrap anyway. So let's just sell it. And do the last quest. Victoria's Secret. No, it's not what you think it is. The king is coming for a visit, Jaina. This is my chance. But before I can worry about that, there's something I need your help taken care of. Captain Rowlith himself has asked me to deal with a group of bandits which has camped out in the middle of a swamp a ways away. He says it shouldn't be a problem of for someone of my skills. I haven't mentioned that you've been helping me, but I will, I promise. In fact, when I get presented to the king, I'll tell him all about you then. You've already taught me so much already, but will you help me this one last time? So yeah, we're helping someone. I'm very sure, very good intentions. That's why he is lying about the fact that he has done all this by himself. In those are a renegade and Rogen. Or Rugen. Whatever his name may be. Or Rugen, or whatever. R-O-G-E-N. It has so many different pronunciations. Ooh. A Vaug. A Vulman of unusual... Let's just say greatness. Woman. They really should just bathe more often. And the lava daver. Luckily I deal water damage. And Mr. Poofles does too. Since that's a -20 resist, always nice to deal damage. And the healing pad. And a sort of geyser. and Dink. We had Rugen, we had Dink. Let's see, what's next? Halt! Huh? Excuse me? You said we'll make it so as your mother couldn't identify you. Oh, thank you. Anyways, we're supposed to be here. We're on a mission. And that is, we're sent here to... Hey, you, the skinny one with a big nose. Harry doesn't look like Wesley. Wesley? Mm-hmm. Yes, you numbskulls. He's the adventurer that helps them bandits over near Limcrest. Mm-hmm. Oh? Right! Wesley! You are Wesley, ain't ya? Why, yes. Yes, I am! This can't have been part of your plan, right? Nope, but who says I can think fast? Carpe opportunitas. What do you say? Nothing, just cheesing, both of us. Gesundheit. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I've come from a message from a fellow chief. He wants me to give it to your leader. It's very important. Full of plotting and deviousness and bandity goodness. Then you'd be best get on to camp. Follow the path that way, and you'll see it over the hill there. Oh, and watch out for the chief. He and Fesvik. That giant oaf. They got into a brawl and Fesvik knocked him about the head. He might be a bit muddled. So, we're pretending to be an escort to Wesley, a adventurer helping bandits over near Limcrest. Well, ain't that just great? At least we got a bunch of weak to fire monsters over here. Weak to water monsters, I mean. Oversized blades are perfect for killing vermin of a natural girth. You might want to count these bandits' fingers. You just can't trust a man with too many fingers. So, they said you were Lee. Yep, Lee, Wesley. Didn't you do the thing for, what's his name? The guy you met that one time? That's the one! That was Max, alright. He's good at getting things done. A miracle man, if you know what I mean. I do. Say, how's about you letting me help me with a little job I've got in the works? Sure. What do you think you're doing? What did you just agree to? Shh, trust me. So what did you have in mind, Freddy? Well, you know the king. The one with the daughters. What about them? I had told that he's going to be visiting in some fortress in the woods near Falconreach. You mean Oaklore Keep? That's the one. Anyways, I figure the life of a bandit chief is pretty swanky, what with robbing and the plundering and all. But I figured, if I could get me a princess, I could ransom some serious loot out of our daddy. You're going to kidnap one of the princesses? Yep, and you two are gonna help. Is this the part where you tell him who you really are? Because I don't think this is quite how you want to get noticed by His Highness. Dreddy, I'd love to help you. I would. There's just one little problem. What's that? My name is Serrano de Bergerac. You're planning to kidnap my princess. Prepare to die. I can't do that accent. I can't do any of the accents that are really required for doing this, but Whatever, I'm having fun. Right. Oh, wrong order. Whoops. Whatever. Dread Bandit Rogers. Uh-huh. I saw you link in Bounty Wolf in She's Moonsign. Thank you for then checking this out. Got any snacks? Give me till the next fight and we'll feed Mr. Poofle some snacks. But, no, not really. We're not doing any of the Halloween storylines, or, well, Mogloween storylines, so we're not dealing in snacks. Not today, at least. Today we're dealing in references. Lots and lots of references. Because this is book 1. What else do you expect? It's bad writing and references everywhere. And the Renegade Scout, who's going to very kindly for us lay down and let us walk all over him. Either the helpful way or the painful way. Either way works for me, really. Let's drink a healing potion so that Serrano doesn't die. Serrano the Bergerac. You plan to kidnap my princess. Prepare to die. And a vermin of unusual size. Or unnatural girth. Welcome back, Kano and Jaina. How nice to see you after all this time. I know, to be honest, this last mission, dealing with the bandits, was something of a test. Surreptitious followed you the entire time. I'm not sure why Jaina came with you, but it looks like you didn't mind the company. Yeah, company. I know. Do you want to break in? Yes, I'm sure you want to tell me all the details about your mission, Nano. But I have news you want to hear. The king is here, and I've shared Surreptitious' report and the details of your last few trips with him. He's eager to meet you. I believe he and his daughters are about to sit down to a meal. Ceremony will announce you. Congratulations, you've come a long way. Oh, and one more thing. After His Highness is done with you, there's the bandit sleuth to go through. I'd say you've earned your share. Now, you get the references? Nice! I don't always get them. Okay. Jaina, it is always good to see you. Serrano, I'm pleased to have you dining with us tonight, as are my daughters. I've heard quite a few stories about you from Ceremony when he brought up Captain Rowley's request to have you presented, especially after thwarting a kidnapping plot Please allow me to introduce my daughters, at least one of whom owes her well-being to you, it seems. Brittany, my lovely eldest, her clever little sister, Tara, and finally, my darling, Victoria. Hello. Pleasure to meet you both. Good evening. I'm truly honored, sire. I've dreamed about this moment for years, and to be honest, I have to thank Jaina. Without doubt, Princess Victoria. It is Victoria, right? Your Highness, it is so good to finally meet you. Yes, thank you. It is very nice to meet you, Jaina, for the first time ever. Anna, I'm not sure you've heard many stories about Her Highness' selfless charity work. Victoria, I didn't know you'd become involved with my charities. I'm not surprised. You were always a role model of selfishness. Of selflessness. Ugh, that was... Oh yes, Your Highness. She's well known for her work distributing the gold to the moneyless villages, that is to say, the poorer townspeople. Gee, Vicky, that sounds a bit dangerous. Aren't you afraid of being waylaid by lawless criminals? Your sister has a good point, Victoria. I'm familiar with some of the areas where our charities focus. There are some unsavory characters with complete disregard for the law there. Oh, wouldn't you be afraid you'd be in danger? I'm sure your sister can handle herself, my lady. I'm quite sure of it. Why, I bet she came face to face with Rupina the Hood herself, and be in no more danger than she is now. Wouldn't you want to borrow the little mirror I have? Would you, Victoria? Victoria, just what are you, Jaina, and your sister implying? Father, you just make it so that the adventurers who slay the monsters bothering the townspeople get a little something for their troubles, right? I mean, if Rubina the Odd, if you didn't do that, being a hero would be much less profitable, wouldn't it? In the way I see it, and that would be bad in a couple of ways. Do continue, because I'm very interested in how you're going to rationalize one of my daughters supporting and even directly aiding crime. Well, if the heroes didn't see slaying monsters as profitable, the number of heroes would decrease, and that would lead to two things. It would make more trouble for your subjects, since monster attacks would become more frequent, and it would mean there are fewer heroes who are spending their hard-won gold in shops and inns throughout your realm. So really, when you think about it, Victoria's actions as Rubina benefit your kingdom's economy. You know, I know, that actually kind of makes sense. Yes, it does. It definitely does. That's been my motivation the whole time, helping the people. I can't say I entirely approve of your methods, but I am glad to see you taking interest in the well-being of our subjects. Even if your attempts to aid them were rather circuitous, we'll have to have a lengthy talk about just what your plans for the future are, my girl. I highly doubt you'll attract a prince gallivanting around the countryside engaged in such unsuitable activities. As for you, Anna, you have quite a sharp mind, such an ability to finesse the facts of a situation and present them in a good light. Well, but I could have used for such a self-tongued young knight at court. Sir Vice is in charge of coordinating the knights who work directly for me. See him about the position as a public relations consultant. I have high hopes for you, young man. I'd be happy to show you around court, Serrano. I'm sure someone as brave and gallant as you are must have many stories to tell. Why, yes, I do. Speaking of stories, really, Victoria, some of the tales I've heard about your alter ego, I do hope they aren't all true. Only most of them. Jaina, you can stop helping now. Are you sure? I could keep going. I've done so well with Anno after all. Quite sure. He is quite a knight, isn't he? As you wish, your highness. Now then, we can get some of the bandit loot. Some dealing poison. Some dealing disease damage. You definitely don't want to know why. Let's just complete the quest. Scandalous. This will set the townsfolk talking, to be sure. Now then, we've helped Serrano. Let's see then. Surveillance. We haven't done everything yet. So, let's help him out. The Sneevil Ninja Shogun has many spies in the forest. Head to their dojo where he trains his army and see what we can find out. Oh no, it's a ninja. They're all level 4 ninjas. Oh no, whatever shall we do? However shall we survive such attacks? This is kind of mean, but also, you know, fun. I always like going through this and just very quickly working my way through everything again. So yeah, we're just helping out surveillance. Making sure that none of the spies that still linger after Scepter got defeated, or rather, got betrayed and we defeated his betrayers. And everything is kind of returning to normal. We found the badly hidden door though. Oh dear, oh no. Whatever shall I do? Oh wait, I can just let Sir Poofles take care of all the little enemies we found. I mean, it's not like they're a threat. Oh right. You have good speaking voice. You deserve a better quality mic. Yeah, I have thought about getting a better quality mic, but to be honest, I didn't much care until now. Thank you though. And here are some snacks for Sir Poofles. Makes the splishy splashy water attack sound. But yeah, thanks for the compliment. And you approve. Yes. Shogun Sneezix confessed his plans to invade Oaklog Keep in a daring daylight attack and added laughing, "You're too late, human. Sneevil Ninja attack is already happening. The kings will have his special box. Quick, to the keep." And we got the Singing Edge. Which is, you know, this weapon. We've seen it in the hands of the undead and Sir Coughing's quest. While you were gone, they started raiding the keep. They must be after the special ironwood boxes that were delivered this morning. Early book 1 storylines are so delightfully silly. Ooh, a stack attack. So, which one should we save? Left or right? Let's go with right. You saved the tower, but Sneevil ninjas escaped with the real Ironwood box, and you were left with the decoy box. It looks like you will have to get it back from King Splurt himself. And we got the moon calling staff. A staff used long ago by a moon worshipping tribe. It is said that on the right night you can call down the moon to advise you. Also, by the way, if you like my speaking voice, I also have a YouTube channel where I do readings at times, or rather where I upload everything including my readings. Here is a playlist. And yeah, there are many stuffs to summon you. None of them quite work. But yeah, that's the playlist where I upload all the different things that I read. But yeah, this is the moon calling staff. That sprite is used quite a lot actually in early book 1. Different variations on it, sometimes with a glow, but that base sprite still used quite a lot. Now then, let's go to the Boxopolis. King Splurt has gone too far this time. Travel to the infamous Boxopolis and confront the leader of these evil creatures. Recover the stolen box. Oh no, a box was stolen. At least Sir Poofle's The Quantum Key is being awesome. But yeah, these are Sneevils, dark, insidious creatures created by a rather lonely girl, to be honest. She just wanted to play and make some box forts with some friends. Unfortunately, her parents never quite found out all the kids who were turned into these creatures. And since then, they've become a society of their own. And you will listen to me reading the Raven later. Ah, thanks. Yeah, I have done up till now 2 reading streams. I will probably do another one, maybe after these exams. Oh no, we get attacked by the Sneevil Gladiator. Oh no, our wounds are already healed. But yeah, I do those just whenever I feel like doing them and I have the time. Usually just an hour or 2 after I have completed that day's stream. But that just means that I regularly, well, whenever I do them, it's always on 8 my time on Tuesdays, because I stream once a week and it's nice keeping a schedule like that. Now then, let's beat up the king of the Sneevils and get our box back. King Splurt, for thievery of our Ironwood box. You will give it back or be beat up. And since you don't seem to feel like giving it back, let's go for beat up. Go, Poofos. Finish him off. It turns out that Kingsblood had no interest in the context of the box, but simply the box itself. However, you have taught them a valuable lesson about taking things that don't belong to them. And we got the split second. A sword that is fine enough to split seconds. Shave a second in half, to be precise. And it's also split. Yay. 1 gold. Let's grab the design notes. At last, this box contains a shipment of enchanted rings given to us by good King Altion. It cost him a fortune, but worth every coin to defend this keep. These rings are just what we knights need to better defend Oaklore Keep. Here, you have earned one. As far as I'm concerned, you're an honorary knight of the paternal table. Death Knight, thank you. And we got a dragon key, ring of the keep, and just the ring of the keep. And we can go to Survey's camp as well. Survey is one of the kingdom's best naturalists. He studies all the plants and wildlife in Oaklore. Thanks to you, we have the Sneevil problem under control. Would you go and help him at his camp? Let's then help Survey. Greetings. I was told that someone was coming to help me around the camp. Is that you? Something has upset the natural balance in Oaklore Forest. We have to repair it. The forest furies have always been a dangerous monster, but they have never attacked without cause. But not long ago, several came into my camp and stole a large bag of seeds. I was using the seeds to test the soil's fertility. I can't get more seeds before the end of the season, and by then all my research will be wasted. I need you to get those seeds back. Let's see if I can keep that accent going for the entire time. Because this is a Radiant quest, I have no clue how long it will be. I just know that I will be strong enough because this entire area is unleveled. This means that, unfortunately, everything will be one hit. I wish you luck with the accent. Yeah. I got a feel for the accent now. And win that. That was just me misclicking and accidentally dragging my entire screen instead of just clicking where I wanted to go. Unfortunately, a mana filling pool bad, or while usually useful in these quests, it's really not. Ah, the seed bag. The forest furies were gathered around the sack and eating the seeds hungrily, as if they hadn't eaten in weeks. They began attacking you to defend the sack. Quest. It seems like they were just hungry. But that is very odd. The forest furies usually eat the fruit from a huge mallow tree in the woods. Something must have happened to their normal food supplies to make them so aggressive. If this continues, they will come back for the seeds and they will be even more dangerous. I'll stay here and guard the seeds. You have to go to the mallow tree and find out why the forest furies aren't eating that fruit. I have a feeling it has already shifted. It probably has quite a bit. But to be honest, I'm just having too much fun giving Survey all kinds of different accents. Ah, it were vermin. Vermin who were attacking the forest furies who were just trying to get their food. When you arrived at the mallow tree, it was being guarded by vermin, and the ground had been picked clean of the fallen fruit. We got a pouch of sparkling sand. These vermin collectors seem to have a lot of these small pouches of sand. This item will sell well in the keep. Upon opening the pouch, the sands catch the light and seem to shine and glow on their own. Vermin? Those filthy beasts! All they ever do is take from the land and never give anything back. And they are the ones upsetting the balance here in the forest. You have to stop them. Go to their lair in the ruins and get back that mallow fruit. And we find a vermin hoarder in his natural habitat. The ruins, hoarding what he took from others, and unfortunately not giving anything back to nature. Really quite annoying, aren't they? Let's take his stash. You find the fruit of the mallow tree being stored by the vermin, but every single piece of fruit is rotten. And we got more pouches of sparkling sand. All the mallow fruit was rotten. The vermin are wasteful, but I have never seen one pass up a meal. They must have been letting it rot on purpose. I wonder why. I need to run some tests on this fruit that you brought back, but all of my equipment is down by the river. Could you go and get it for me? And Gina, be careful. With the forest this far out of balance, it is a far more dangerous place. Let's heal. And let's deal. Level 7 beasts. No. Whatever shall I do against beasts 30 levels my lower? At least I'm getting some XP for this. Oh no. Deals 8 damage. And we have found you have found Survey's missing equipment, but it was a rough fight getting through the cave in the forest. The activity of the vermin must have really thrown things out of whack. Let's burn it up. This is a disaster when the mallow fruit ferments. It takes on special properties. It produces a chemical that will make people very suggestible. It's a mind control serum. I don't know what the vermin have planned, but we've got to stop them at all costs, or else we will all end up slaves to those rats. Go to the tunnels beneath the ruins, find the rest of the mallow fruit, and burn it. Every last barrel of the stuff. Burn it all. Ooh, we're in the sewer tile set. And yes, this is the sewer tile set. Ooh, a healing prize. So yeah, this week, probably next week too, we will be finishing up the regular side story. And you hear, plays of unusual size? I don't think they exist. So the regular side story, the missions that we skipped, the little stories that we didn't deal with, the tiny things we haven't found, such as the other summon gems. You smell cheese on the other side of this locked door. Sir Robin? Or son Robin? And then after that we will be talking with someone else. For 15 years now we have lived there. Before that time I was a pet to Master Yoshi. And we got an alchemy lab rat. Well, thanks for the spectate. I will tell Tavern Guard friends that you are fun to listen to. Have a good stream. Bye. And yeah, I am quite happy that you think I'm fun to listen to. I usually stream this time for 2 hours. So, see ya. And thanks for the follow. Let's sacrifice some health. Okay, a lot of health. And then hit him. Twice. And hard. Deep in the tunnels beneath the ruins, you find the rest of rotten mallow fruit being guarded by a vermin alchemist. You have destroyed the fruit, but you have found a mysterious note. Note from Sub Ulcher. It reads, first shipment arrived. We are interested in the mallow mine serum. We'll purchase the rest of the fruit for your asking price. We'll be in touch. Sepulture. Or, as it would have sounded if he was saying it, first shipment arrived. We are interested in the mallow mine serum. We'll purchase the rest of your fruit for your asking price. We'll be in touch. Sepulture. And we have got the shop. Great job, Jaina. The balance of nature can be restored now, thanks to you. I know that I can trust you, so I'll trade you some items that you can use in exchange for pouches of sparkling sand. The very, very first merch shop, I think. And yeah, we can be pectagonal knights with this outfit. Let's then be done with this. And let's go to Oaklore. So, we have done all the quests for surveillance and for a survey. We have done some of these. I know where to get these. It will cost quite a bit of money, and these aren't relevant. Though a shellac is cute. No quests though, so that's nice. We have helped out Sir Olith. And we've helped here, we've helped Sarcophagus, we've helped Sir Prank, or Surprise rather, which was quite disgusting. So I quite think that we're done here. Let's then explore to here, and we can climb down here. It appears to be very old. You can make out some veined symbols on it. Who knows what that means? and a badly hidden secret. Quite pretty though. Upon closer inspection, you can see that he was wounded by some kind of bladed weapon, probably a dagger. These remains have been here for a while, but nowhere near as long as the stone carvings. They fought, probably over the dagger. It's the rope you used to climb down. Lucky for you, it supported your weight. It looks pretty weathered. Wow, that weapon is made out of metal. Sparkle battered. Heal, runes, and sparkling sand. I found some sparkling sand in the ruins. Is there any place I can trade it? I'm pretty sure that one of the Oak Lord Knights collects it. And ruins. The ruins are very dangerous. Please be careful. Even some of the knights are scared of this place. We can search the ruins for dear Sparkleberry. And let's beat up some more vermin. Ooh, and the vermin collector. These ruins once stood tall and proud, but all things change. Hundreds of years have passed, and the ruins of the great city are now infested with vermin and tuskmongers, drawn by the many mysterious objects that can still be found here. Ooh, and we got a ruby sculpture, which sells for a bit. So let's sell everything that we just got. The ruby sculpture, 25. The note from Sepulture, 50. And 2 pouches of sparkling sand for 8 each. I'm so glad that we don't have to worry about that one anymore. Oh yeah, that's why I kept that one and this one. They look so cool. But this one is strength and sells for quite a bit. We can go to a need a ride to Pop Sprocket. Nah, I don't think so. Ooh, and we can go to the priestess. Let me know if you need anything. Let's asked my princess. She's a kind soul, and I'm sure she'd like to meet you. I can tell by the look on your face if you're wondering what I'm doing here. Yes, I'm Buffett. I run this ferry back and forth to Sunbreeze Grove, so folks like you don't get gear and all soggy. Oh, I see. So, Sunbreeze is west from here? Aye, I can take you if you want. No charge. Thank you, I appreciate that. The priestess pays me wages, so I get by. Let's go. You got it. That was a fun accent to do. But, greetings, Gina. In the wake of what's happened, I will try my best to fulfill the lady's duties in Sunbreeze Grove. And now, then, baby dragon. Grow dragon. Your dragon is growing quite nicely, Jaina. It has grown in both strength and abilities. You have raised it well. If you can provide gold required to pay for the necessary reagents, I can help it grow, taking energy from your dragon amulet. This will permanently increase it in size, and will also allow you to load it not as a pet, but as a true friend, allowing you to equip another pet. How much gold are we talking about here? 10,000 gold for this one-time upgrade. And what do you know? We have 13,000 gold. I can definitely part with 10,000 of it. Let's pay. Grow. Now then, grow dragon. Your dragon is fully grown. Primal dragon skills. Okay, yeah, bacon is neutral for most things. Jaina, I think I've done it. It took a lot of studying and more than a little practice. I've managed to recall the essence of some of your prior Titan fights. Your dragon's bravery has left an imprint in time that I can trace. If I concentrate really hard. It's time we continued Fluffy's training, and I think this is the best way to do it. We can infuse your dragon with a primal skill. Alicia, what is this place? If this cave had a name, then the Dragon Lords have long since lost it, but it should be more than adequate for our needs. Can you tell me what's inside the cave? The magic in this cave will find the greatest challenges you and Fluffy have faced, and bring them back to destroy you. So, why are we here again? Forgive me, priestess, but the darknesses in my past are probably better off left defeated. The harder the challenge, the stronger you become. And the cave will help you unlock powers you and your dragons didn't know you had. Now then, let's see what we face. The rage of the pyromancer. So, bring water. Got it. Zen is one of the greatest opponents you have, or ever will, face. You don't have to tell me that twice. Good, then I won't need to repeat myself. Defeat Zen to further the training of Fluffy. I guess let's do this. Heal Emperor. The most damage we will ever do. Or at least to Zen. And then a normal attack. And finish this thing off using your breath attack, Fluffy. Let's do this. Oh, right. The might of Exodus. You have faced Exodus before, and you have not. How does that work? Space-time is a funny thing. Try not to think too hard about it. Defeat Exodus to further the training of Fluffy. Summon Dragon and fight! Exodus, the Titan of Babylon. Ooh, you can concentrate darkness real bad. I thought a being that blotted out the sun, how is that supposed to scare me? The ferocity of Gorgok. One of the first titans you and Fluffy faced together. Battling Gorgok should bring back memories for you, and, in the revisiting, teach you new tricks. Yes, Gorgok, one of the first enemies you faced, if you went by this update by update. One of the last enemies you face, if you go by timeline. Defeat Gorgok to further the training of Fluffy. Let's summon Dragon and fight. Fire and energy. Damn. Wind. Also works. And gives a nice color at times. Also, its noise isn't as annoying as some other noises. And this breath attack is just gorgeous. Like, seriously, it's just gorgeous. And critical. And finish off with a gorgeous breath attack. Well done, Jaina. And you too, Fluffy. Fluffy is noticeably stronger now. Can you feel his strength emanating from within? The next time you battle together, you should notice that he has much more power and a new trick or two. And now, when we elementalize, we can, for example, click on this one and click Primal, and we are attuned to Primal Light. This will unlock a Primal skill for us, and then we will be able to use that. So then, let us do some more quest. Let's go to Amityville. No. Let's go to the necropolis first. Death Knight, one more. And then now then, let's go to Amityville, because while we've completed the empty villain thing, and Thursday's quests, there are still a few quests that we haven't done. Mostly Artix's quests. Right here. This is random doors. Ooh. Are you okay? Ooh. What? You can hear me? Yes, of course I can hear you. Although I think that those O's were zeros at first glance. Who are you? My name is Sir Brum Palafect, the holy paladin of truth and justice and peace. A ghost paladin? I better not tell Artix about this guy. He might try to exorcise him just like that. Just like that one time with the ghosts of Christmas past. I was adventuring here with my allies. We must have been defeated. I cannot remember how, though, until I remembered what happened. I am doomed to haunt this crypt. Perhaps if you find my missing belongings, we can solve the mystery and put my soul finally be put to rest. I will help you solve this mystery, Sir Malefact. Then, thank you, hero. First, you should try to find my holy sword. It must be somewhere in the crypt. So yeah, we will do the rest of this story next time. Because while it is hella interesting, I don't think we will have quite enough time at the end of today in order to finish off this story. But next week should be more than enough time. Mostly because, you know. Now I can show you though why these berserkers are dangerous if they get to less than half health. They be berserking. They deal more damage than they normally do, and they hit twice instead of once. Oops, attacked the wrong one, I guess. Nah, wouldn't have finished them off anyway. So it's not like this matters. Whoops. They'd be berserking. And they'd be knocking me out. So let's heal up for a bit. And then see if we can't find Sir Malefact's ghost. Sir Malefact's holy sword, I mean. Though, to be honest, it's not quite a surprise that a dead paladin teaches us about, well, Death Knight, really. Or rather, it is quite a surprise. Berserkers. Berserkers everywhere. Ooh, we got the stun off. I think this is the longest pet stun in the game. 2 turns? Yeah, might be the longest. Okay, let's crit. Then let's stand on the edge of death. Right it up. And rape. You have recovered Sir Malefac's holy sword. You will discuss it with him next time you see his ghost. So, we helped out Sir Malefac, getting him his ghost. Getting him his holy sword. Now then, I think this is a good stopping point for today's stream. So, I will see you all next week. Goodbye.